There's a very interesting case out of Saipan. Now, this is a missing person case of two children that dates back to May of 2011. I listened and heard it on a channel that I follow on YouTube called Odd Mysteries. The thing here is that when Vince is talking about this case and the speculation around it, there's some really interesting parallels between this case and the Lilly and Jack Sullivan case. It's not the suggestion that these cases are in any way connected, but they do share similarities in that it's two siblings. Both sets of siblings came from a very small populated area, which that in and of itself has similarities that the host of the channel, Vince, points out. In both these cases, there was absolutely no evidence of any kind despite massive search efforts. And while in the Saipan case, there were persons of interest identified, one of their aunts has come forward in May of this year, believing that the answer is much closer to home. So the family theory is discussed. The trafficking theory is discussed. Just take a listen and you'll understand what I mean by the stark similarities here.
Suspicions within the Luck family have lingered since the early days of the investigation, with Tina Palacios, the girl's aunt, voicing a theory that unsettles even the closest relatives. She's been clear about her belief, quote, "Only one person knows what happened and where those girls are at. I truly believe it's a family member." In a place like Saipan where family ties run deep and everyone knows each other's business, saying something like that takes nerve. But Palacios has never backed down, convinced that the answers lie within their own circle. Investigators quickly cleared the parents, their alibis held up, and there was no evidence to suggest they were involved. But that left the extended family under a microscope, especially those who had regular access to Philoma and Milena in the days before they vanished. The FBI looked into relatives who might have had conflicts, old grudges, or hidden motives. According to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, roughly 5% of missing child cases involve abduction by a non-parent family member or someone known to the child. That number is small, but it's enough to make investigators look hard at everyone close to the girls. Family abductions are complicated. There are rarely obvious warning signs. Unlike stranger abductions, which can leave behind confusion or evidence, these disappearances often unfold quietly. The child may not even realize anything is wrong until it's too late. In the Luck case, there were no screams, no struggle, and no sign of panic at the bus stop. If someone familiar pulled up and offered a ride, the girls might have gone willingly, trusting the face behind the wheel. Palacios' theory isn't based on hunches alone. When children vanish without a trace, investigators know to look first at those closest to them. The challenge is proving it. Without physical evidence or a confession, suspicion can only go so far. The FBI interviewed multiple family members, including those related by marriage, but none of these conversations led to a breakthrough. In a community as tight-knit as Saipan, people can be reluctant to speak out against their own, even if they suspect something is wrong. The pain is kept alive, not just by the lack of answers, but by the silence that surrounds the case. The possibility that someone within the family could be involved is a wound that never quite heals. As the investigation continues, the theory of family involvement remains, never proven, never fully dismissed. Investigators believe rumors and whispers travel quickly through Saipan's, quote, coconut wire, the local network of gossip and news. In a community where everyone is connected, someone may be holding on to a piece of the puzzle, waiting for the right moment to speak. From the beginning, the FBI has understood the unique challenges of working in a place like Saipan. Fear of retaliation and distrust of law enforcement can keep people silent, especially in small island communities. That's why they've made it clear tips can be given anonymously. No one needs to put their name on the line, just their knowledge. What makes this case especially difficult is the lack of physical evidence. There are no fingerprints, no DNA, no personal belongings recovered from the scene. The girls' backpacks vanished along with them. Even after Saipan's largest search effort, mobilizing more than 500 volunteers, divers, and even an FBI C-130 aircraft, the files remain open. Investigators have chased every lead, from rumors of human trafficking to the idea that the girls might have been taken off the island by boat, but nothing has panned out. The investigation relies almost entirely on what people saw, heard, or remember. After more than a decade, the case remains unsolved. Before May 25, 2011, Saipan felt a place where children could wait for the school bus without fear. That changed the morning Philoma and Milena Luck vanished. From caves to jungles to the Marpy landfill, 20 FBI agents, local police, and 500 volunteers covered over 400 sites. The search remains the largest in CNMI history. Still, no trace of the girls was ever found. If alive today, Philoma would be 24, Milena 23, two young women lost in the shadows of that morning. Years have gone on. The Luck sisters' bus stop is a memorial, and the FBI's hotline still rings, waiting for the call that finally brings them home.
We can certainly hope that the Lilly and Jack Sullivan case does not turn into a decade-old investigation. If you are interested in this case of Saigon that is featured on Odd Mysteries, it is on YouTube, and I will put the name of the channel below and the link in the comments.